Hello, my name is Xander Niss from Troop 152, Friedens, Pennsylvania, and you're watching
Squatch Camp!
Welcome to Squatch Talk, everybody. This is the great opportunity to learn about what's going to happen at Camp Mack in 2024. Again, in 2024. Along with me tonight is Doug Schmitt, the camp director for the Camp Mack Adventure Base. Is that what we're going to call it?
Yep. Hello, Lance. It's great to be here.
Well, thanks, man. So 2024 Mack, it is back. It's coming back. After years of quiet time and reprieve, we've given Camp Mack a break, and by popular demand, it is here. It is back. It is happening. Talk about it for me, man. What is going to go down? What's happening with it?
Well, Lance, as you said, we are bringing Mack back in 2024. You probably have heard the term Squatch Camp, and that's our nickname for the Camp Mack Adventure Base. And what this camp will be is a number of adventures that the youth will be able to go on during this week of summer camp. As you may have heard, there has been some sightings of Sasquatch around the Camp Mack area in recent months, and we're going to form the Camp Mack Adventure Base to research and look into all these sightings to find Sasquatch, or at least some evidence of his passing through the area.
Very cool. So you're going to have adventures. What kind of adventures? Is this what the scouts are going to do throughout the week that they're there, or they just kind of going to walk around aimlessly?
No, right. As you said, Lance, we don't want a bunch of scouts walking around aimlessly. So yes, we will have 5 adventures at the Camp Mack Adventure Base. So a youth will be able to choose one of these 5. And when they come in, they will go to their adventure troop and they will camp with their adventure troop. They will work on skills, merit badges, scout skills, camping skills at these adventure troops. Hopefully make some new friends and just have a really full, really exciting, eventful week.
Cool. So let me get this straight. A troop's going to come to camp in 2024. And they're not going to camp with their troop.
Summer camp is set up for a troop to come as a troop, though each scout will be able to choose their individual adventure, so they can, if they come as a troop, go and stay with that each individual adventure. So a troop may be at multiple adventures at once. Now we set this up so that if we have a scout that might want to go to 2 summer camps, or that their troop can't make it, they can individually come to our Camp Mack Adventure Base and attend as a lone scout as well. So yes, we encourage troops to come, but we will also accept individual scouts to attend the week.
I got it. So the troop comes. The scouts pick their adventure. They're going to pick it ahead of time, obviously, but then they're going to go there with that adventure for the week. So you're not going to reconvene around the campfire at night as a troop. They're going to reconvene with the scouts in their adventure.
That is correct. And each adventure is going to be led by our youth staff and supervised by the adults for that adventure.
Oh, well, here I was thinking the adults didn't have to come. I figured just turn it over to the youth staff and I'll just lay in my hammock or something.
As fun as that might sound to the youth, I think that would be a little dangerous. So yes, we still need adults there. Each adventure will still have adult staff, adults that have been trained in that adventure to supervise and watch over and to make sure we're following all our safety policies and make sure that we are following our program that we're putting together.
Okay, so we're talking about adventures. What type of adventures are we going to have?
Sure thing, Lance. I'm really excited to announce the adventures that we've chosen for 2024. These 5 adventures will be our core 5 that we will use to build on, hopefully in future years. So our adventures will be Brown Sea, Expedition, Nautical, Action Newsroom, and Outpost. And these adventures, based off of what we'll be doing in them, may have caps on how many youth can attend each one, just like any merit badge at a standard summer camp. With resources and with safety concerns, we will have to cap these at different levels. But these 5 adventures will be what the youth will be able to pick from.
Okay, Brown Sea, that just sounds like dirty water. What is Brown Sea?
Well, if you have a little bit of scouting history knowledge, or if you've been to Camp Mack before, you might have heard the term Brown Sea. Brown Sea Island was the first campsite that back in 1907 that Boy Scouts actually camped on. And that was the foundation, the formation that started the whole scouting movement growing forward into what we see today. So in the same sense, our Brown Sea adventure is going to be the starting point for our first year campers, our new scouts, and their adventure is going to focus on things like scouting skills, camping skills, leadership skills that they can use to build on for the rest of their scouting career and the rest of their camping experiences.
Awesome. So Outback Adventure, are they going to Australia from there, or what we doing there?
Well, sorry, I might have misspoke there. Outpost Adventure.
Outpost, sorry.
Yes, that's my fault. Outpost Adventure, that's going to be one of our more as remote as we can be at Mack, of course. They're going to camp one of the farther campsites, and that's going to be centered around your outdoor skills, your pioneering. That specific adventure will actually be cooking in their campsites all week, so they won't make use of the dining hall. So that Outpost Adventure is going to be the scout skills pioneering style adventure.
I get it. I see what you're doing here. You're going to use them as a way to bait in Sasquatch. See, you're going to have them cooking in the campsite, and you're going to have all that fine cuisine being cooked. And that's just going to, waft off into the air. And then the next thing you know, Sasquatch is going to be like, "Ooh, I smell bacon," and come on over. And they're just going to be able to capture them like that, right?
Well, I mean, you never know where Sasquatch will appear in camp. Hopefully, if they follow all the procedures, Sasquatch will be the only creature that comes along. But yes, who knows what kind of bacon Sasquatch likes? Is he a crispy or not kind of guy? We don't know.
Well, we will find out in the Outpost Adventure, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Action News. What are they going to do? Are they going to be like doing the news?
At our Action News adventure, they are going to be the ones that are going to be investigating these sightings. They're going to be talking to these witnesses at the different adventure camps. They're going to be making sure that information gets out to the rest of the Mack community. So that's going to be an exciting, a little more technically exciting of an adventure that the youth are going to be able to attend.
Oh, pretty cool. So they'll be able to be like, as everybody else is going into breakfast, they'll be able to stand there and be like, extra, read all about it. Sasquatch was spotted in the woods last night over by the outhouse. Something like that, right?
Something like that, yes.
Or they're going to
don't give too much away yet.
Oh, okay. Well, or they're maybe these guys are going to make the next, $3 billion Hollywood blockbuster about the hunt for Sasquatch, right?
Well, anything is possible, Lance.
You know what? With kids, with scouts, the sky's the limit. Gosh, what are the other two?
Well, we also have the Expedition Adventure. That one will have somewhat similar to the Outpost Adventure, but they will be exploring the different areas of Camp Mack and of the Yellow Creek State Park. So they will be able to take little trips out and see different areas of the park, see different areas of the camp, and really do some really cool adventures that way.
There's a nautical one, right?
You're correct, Lance. As you may or may not know, the Yellow Creek Lake is 720 acres of a nice sized lake there, 3 miles from one end to the other. So it would be really not very smart of us to take advantage of that great waterfront we have. So the nautical adventure will be focusing on that waterfront, on boating and doing those kind of activities.
Well, let me tell you this. There's 2 things that just came to mind when I hear 720 acres. Number one is, how much corn can I plant in 720 acres? But since it's filled with water, what's living in there? In that big of a pond or lake or whatnot, what for lake monster is in there? We should be worrying about the lake monster and Sasquatch, it sounds like.
Well, I mean, we're already tracking down Sasquatch, so who knows if the Loch Ness Monster is there as well? Who knows what'll pay us a visit?
Bonus points, right? So with these campers coming, and what's the bonus prize? What's the prize at the end? You know, you find Sasquatch, you catch him. What do you get?
Well, I guess in a less tangible sense, you get a week of adventure, a week of fun, a week of excitement. We're not doing a standard summer camp. You know, this is not a classroom schedule. The scouts are not going to be sitting in a classroom schedule like you would see at a summer camp of merit badges. Now, the scouts will still be able to work on advancement, scouting skills, merit badges as well. It's just in a different format. They'll be doing these as part of this exciting adventure. So they'll be able to experience this adventure and, you know, increase their scouting skills, knowledge, and a merit badge or 2.
Well, I am so glad you brought that up, Doug, because there was this rumor floating around that there wasn't going to be any opportunity for advancement and that there wasn't going to be any merit badges offered. So that apparently clearly was fake news, right?
Yes, Lance, we really do want to improve the scouts' knowledge. This is a summer camp. We have a week of fun, but as part of that fun, they will be learning as well.
Well, that's good, because here on Squatch Talk, we speak nothing but the truth. And Sasquatch is real.
And he's out there.
He's out there, and we'll find him. But anyhow, hey, probably wouldn't be a half bad idea to mention that from here on out, we are going to keep doing these Squatch Talks on the 4th Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. So since y'all are here, get out your phones and put that in your calendars, and tell your wives that or significant others, or whom all you live with, grandchildren, children, nieces, nephews. Tell the dog, go to the bathroom before. I'm not taking you out at 7 o'clock. It's time for Squatch Talk. So up until camp, I'm pretty sure is how we're going to do this. So grab a bowl of popcorn, sit here with us, and learn more about camp, because it's the real deal. It's Seph Mack. It's 2024. It's back. And what else is there better to do on a Wednesday night, on the 4th Wednesday night of the month, other than sit here with me and Doug and everybody else, right? Can't beat that. This is an important thing, Doug. How many scouts can we accommodate?
Right. Yes, Lance. Right now, we're capping it at just shy of 180 youth. So that is youth. That does not include the adults.
Oh, good. Adults don't count in that 180. Excellent. Right. What else did we miss anything? Have we covered it all, Doug? I mean, what would be the number one thing you would recommend, or that you would put out there to tell our viewers why they need to come to camp that week?
Well, before I say that, Lance, let me just add a couple other things that I know we've talked about the adults, but the adults from the troops as well will be camping with adventures too. So when adults register and they come in, they will have adventures that they can camp with, and we're asking that they would help supervise those adventures as well. So Unfortunately, though, I would prefer to just, chill in a hammock. The adults will be camping with their youth at these adventures too.
Great.
The other thing I'd like to point out is these adventures that we're creating them from scratch, and we have a group of very excited adults that have signed on to create these adventures. So we have adults that know CFMAC, that love CFMAC, that are going through the process and building these amazing adventures for the youth. So these are being created by volunteers. These, volunteers, some even that are on this call right now. So these adventures are being created by us because we want to have the Scouts have this amazing adventure.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be nothing short of amazing, and I'm looking forward to being a part of it as well. For those of you who know some leaders or family members that couldn't be with us tonight, this will be available on YouTube. It is being recorded. It'll be available at Camp CFMAC Adventure Base on YouTube, and also you can follow the Facebook page Camp CFMAC Adventure Base. Yeah, so we'll be back on the 4th Wednesday of February, and every month after that at 7 p.m. Well, Doug, it's been a real pleasure getting to learn about camp. I appreciate it. You're welcome, man. I appreciate you being here. Everybody, if you have any questions, please feel free to type them in. And Doug, Mark, Michelle will do the best they can to help answer them. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
So we do have a question come up. Dining hall, how are we handling that for the week?
I can answer that, I think, Michelle. We are planning on having many of the adventures use the dining hall for the week. However, certain adventures, like as I described before, outposts will cook at their campsites. Other adventures may choose throughout the week to do the same, depending on what their activity is focused on. You will know which adventure is doing which merit badge. So as they are completed, the adventures will have specifically, if you join this adventure, these are the merit badges or skills that you'll learn throughout the week.
All right. Well, if there are no other questions and no one else has some input, I'll keep this open. Of course, you can ask me any questions, and most of you know how to track me down. But thank you all for coming out tonight and participating in our first Squatch Talk. We'll get this up online as soon as feasible. We need some editing time, of course, but we'll get it ready. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Squatch Talk.